guys, welcome to Nordic Dip Coaching. I am here today with another video. If you have not yet, hit that subscribe button, hit the notifications, leave a comment, like, it really does help the channel. I am here today to just talk about a topic that has been irking me, guys. Like, it has literally just been getting me so upset to constantly see these videos. I get it, people who want clickbait. I get people just want the views, but it's really getting out of hands, and I'm gonna touch base on it. So let's get right into it. And one of the main videos that I have watched is, I no longer want the American dream. I gave up on the American dream. I no longer believe in the American dream. Let's be clear, guys. The American dream, it did not start for people of color. It was not set up to benefit people of color. And for everybody watching thinking that people of color are not discriminated on or have the same rights of people that are not of color are wrong, okay? You could easily look up redlining. Yes, redlining. Redlining is when people are moved into certain zip codes that lack nutritious food and good school systems, lack the fundamentals that a good neighborhood needs to thrive. Therefore, they cannot prosper, okay? These zip codes are also based on where their kids will go to school. You cannot send your kid to a different zip code school. Even if that school is good, that is not gonna work. So a lot of people are being redlined, okay? And this American dream stated, you should bust your ass to have the house, the car, the job. People legit died trying for this. I was a child, let's just be frank. My heroes were Martin Luther King. Big fan of Martin Luther King. You couldn't tell me nothing. That was my hero. Malcolm X. Just the movement of freedom of speech, freedom for everybody, people to be treated equally and with respect. That for me was huge, and I just could not understand as a child why this was so impossible, why this was so hard for people to just treat other people equally. I just didn't understand it. Then I grew up, and then this concept of the American dream started coming up, and I never subscribed to that. I was looking around like, how is that possible? How can you subscribe to the American dream when people of color aren't considered Americans? I don't understand how you're striving for something when you can move in that area, right? You can have all those things and you still have to deal with racism. You still have to deal with people just feeling away ignorant. You still have to deal with ignorant people saying things, just being nasty to you and your kids, but you're striving for this dream which never ends, right? You never get to this American dream. You never get to the point where you can really say, wow, like I've made it, And for me, to just have people saying, I unsubscribe for this, and especially people of color saying, I don't believe in the American dream, I gave up on the American dream. It's about time you did. It's about time you did, because the American dream was never set up for us. And Malcolm X, he said something in his speech that was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. So I'm gonna read it to you guys now. It says, when we open our eyes today and look around America, we see America not through the eyes of someone who has enjoyed the fruits of Americanism. We see America through the eyes of someone who has been the victim of Americanism. We don't see the American dream. That is freaking phenomenal. Like, that is so true. Like, we have literally not got the good parts of America, and we never have. We have never got to live in the fruits, in the thriving of America. We have got the weeds of America. American history was taught to all of us in school. We all was taught about the injustice ways Black Americans, colored Americans, Hispanic Americans have been treated. And we still believe that there was a part for us in America as far as this American dream. Wake up. Like, wake up. Like, now you're giving up on the American dream. You should have been gave up on the American dream. Do your research. Like, you should have been gave up on following someone else's dream, because the person that started the American dream was not of color, right? The American dream for people of color was just to be free. That was it. That's all I want from America. Just to be free. Just for my kids to go to good schools. Be able to obtain good foods. That's all. But for the other side of America, they already had all that. So for them, it was like, now I gotta get the house. Now I gotta get the car. Now I gotta get the job. Like, our American dream, and still is our American dream, is to just be treated equally. Just to be treated with respect. And we really need to stop following other people's dreams and start following our own dreams. Start doing what we wanna do. If you wanna live a dream of minimalism, live the minimalist dream. If you want to live the dream of being abundant and, having all this wealth and this whole status and materialism, do that. That's your dream, right? But I think that this hashtag American dream, hashtag this, no, you should have been living your own dream a long time ago. You should have been understanding that you want to work a 40-hour week in a job you hate just to get this house that you're going to hate living in because you can never be in because you're always at work, so that you can say that you did the American dream or that you have the American dream. That's an issue. That's a problem. And this is where we all have to wake up of the status, needing to follow other people's dreams. All need to just stop. Stop following other people's dreams, because then it will lead you into being upset. It will lead you into just being like, I don't want to no longer follow this dream. Yeah, you should have been no longer following the dream because the dream is not for you. That dream was not set up for you. I am half white, okay? But I'm also half black. And I also have had a lot of injustice done to me, a lot of racism done to me. And no matter who I tell, and that I'm half white too, I will never be considered as a white girl. I will never get certain privileges. And that's okay. I'm totally fine with that, because my dream has never been to be someone else. My dream has always been that we all treat each other equally with respect, and we love one another, and we follow what is inside of us. We follow that little light that says, I want to do this and I want to do that. But if you're only doing those things to obtain a house, you will forever be unhappy and miserable. I cannot say that I'm shocked when I hear people say, I'm gonna give up on the American dream. I no longer side with the American dream. I regret trying to strive for the American dream. Yeah, it doesn't take a rocket scientist. And like, the real problem that we have in America is the redlining. We really need to start to put good schools in communities where people of color live. We really need to start putting healthy foods to where people of color have access to these foods. And there's a lot of people that are not of color that are in these zip codes that they also need it. But we really need to just focus on the redlining and the division, because there's a huge division, and we see it now with this war. We see it now of how colored people are being treated. And in the beginning, everybody was like, oh my God, we need to help this other country. We need to help them. But then you look and you see how they treat people that look like you. They're not showing them much respect. So there's an underlying problem where there's been war. There's been hate. There has been a war on people of color since forever. That war has been going on. So as soon as people come and talk to me about a war, and it's like, oh my God, there's a war. There's been a war. There's been a war. I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked. And the war has always been the division of people. The fact that we don't treat each other equally. The fact that we have a lot of God-fearing people. But the Bible says He created man in His image. He did not say He created a certain color of man in His image. He did not say that. And therefore, you do not believe in God. You just don't. God is a God of love. God is a God of love for everyone. For everyone. So this war is a war on the hatred we have for one another and the hatred we have for ourselves. So until we fix that, it's gonna always be a war. We are all trying to just get rid of this pain that we feel inside, because this pain is really strong right now, and it's been strong back from our ancestors. This pain of just wanting to let people know, like, you're no better than me and I'm gonna show you. And it's really killing us inside. It's really killing us because we are trying to reach this point that is an illusion, guys. It's an illusion, to only find out that it leads you nowhere. I would compare the American dream to, like, and where's Waldo, right? You have to really look, because you can't find him anywhere. It's like you spend your whole life looking for freaking Waldo and you never find him. You never freaking find him. And when you do, he's literally right in front of your face. I spent my whole life trying to chase this dream, and it was stupid. It was a waste of my time, and I'm still unhappy. Instead of telling people what they need to do, and instead of trying to tell people how your way is better, why don't you just try living your way? Try being the person that you want to be. And in the end, you will find that that person is not someone that wants the American dream. And this was a video that I felt like was just something I needed to get off my chest because, woof, I was feeling it. I was like, I don't know, like I never signed up for the I just always knew that the American dream was not made for me, and it's not something that I wanted to strive for. Like, it's not something that I believed in, because I was like, America does not define me. America is not me. How about you wanting your dream? And there's a lot of people that don't want the big house and want the mortgage. Does it mean that they're no better than someone that does have those things? No. It just means that they're following their own dreams. Because let me let you know, when you have those things, it's more problems. You have the mortgage, always something. And think about who the American dream benefits. Think about that. Think about how the American dream started off as a, It started off as a way for people to consume. That is what the American dream is, consuming. How much goods can you buy in America? And that's why the American dream left a lot of people broke in America. And listen, I don't knock no one that wants to consume, but consume on the stuff that you want. Why don't you really see if a house is something that you really want? If you being at a job 60 hours a week is something that you really want? I'm just saying. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a blessed week, a blessed day, a blessed hour, and I look forward to posting more videos. Bye.